It's the Jobbers Tears podcast.
Greetings, fellow jobbers, and welcome to our 25th episode of the Jobber Tears podcast. As always, I am Janelle from HR, here with Sir Wilkins, Mrblacc, and a whole shit ton of our friends behind us. Yeah! So we want to first thank everyone for joining us. It is our Burgers and Jobbers episode of the Jobber Tears podcast. You okay?
I don't have my soundboard.
Oh, thank God.
You a hater.
I'm not.
You a hater.
It's just obnoxious.
Duh.
These are our soundboards.
Yo, listen. I need like the Jamaican horn. I need that one. Nah. Feel it. I want more feel it. Come on, man. Y'all from Jamaica, Haiti, Trinidad.
No. You got a bunch of Americans.
It's mad Americans here, B. It's mad Americans here. This was so, It's
Ask anyone. Super American.
These Americans just no flavor.
Trump come and said to get out. You was like, no.
Well, no, because they're American. Well, once again, we want to thank everyone, and if you haven't already subscribed to our YouTube page, the Jobber Tears podcast, please do. And once you click subscribe on the red button, you can click the alert, and it'll tell you about all the other up-and-coming episodes and our past episodes as well. We wanted to give a special shout-out to Luv Story Bar for letting us host our first annual Burgers and Jobbers barbecue for 4th of July. So thank you, Will, Romeo, and Luv Story for that. So we're going to just jump right into our first segment, which is Behind Gorilla's Position.
Hold on. He has to make his grand.
He didn't, though. I didn't forget about him. He usually interrupts me, so I was actually waiting for the interruption, and he didn't interrupt me.
Upset. So when I interrupt her, she likes that.
Well, he has to talk on the mic.
I live a complicated life.
Hello, he has to talk on the mic. Here.
Use that mic. Y'all can hear me, everybody?
They can hear you without it.
What is it? Unfortunately, I'm not AKA for the episode 25. What? But episode 25, aka the barbecue episode, aka the fan appreciation episode, aka I'm that nigga. Everybody to this podcast.
What?
Our moderator, the Oprah, Mitch HR, aka Triple J. Give it up for everybody. Next up, Swaggy-licious. Juice with that swag. He got that juice, baby. He ain't pop. He got that juice. Mr. Rico. And of course, everyone's favorite cameraman, Leo, aka Double Dick Leo, aka Double D Leo. Don't leave him around your big girl cousin because he will bang her. Leo!
He got two kids. He don't pull out. Niggas nasty.
Wow. Did you really just put his business out there?
I mean, was that good? You don't pull out, right?
Wow, actually.
I mean, like, she got the yoga flame cooch. You feel me? I'm just saying. Last but not least, you're truly everybody's favorite foul mouth. This is why we have no sponsor, because of me. Blame it on me. Mrblacc, aka Dusty Black. I'm a dirty nigga on the low. Give me up for everybody. Thank you. Shout out to everybody who came out today, though. My son G, my son Luke, my son.
Everybody.
Everybody
Don't give us too much to thank you. Yo, I definitely appreciate y'all. This is not, I couldn't give it proper AKA because it's a fan appreciation episode. So, it's official. Episode 26.
25.
Episode 25.
And Larry Morgan.
Fan the third Uso. Megatron. The third Uso.
How the fuck he get his own interest?
That's how you give me a proper introduction. Welcome to the show, baby. Oh, he got it.
Oh. We won't be able to hear it. You will not be able to hear it. That wasn't, yeah, wow. Okay.
All right, man.
It's just hilarious on all levels.
I see you over here, Daddy-O. I see you. You have the rap career. I heard your SoundCloud numbers. I got you, B.
Wow.
I got you. Congratulations on the new kid, Daddy-O. I see you, man. God's will out here, baby.
God's plan.
God's plan.
Good job, man. Good job, man.
He got a fourth one on the way.
Now you can.
Woo! Fourth one. That's a beast.
No.
That sounds a beast.
He's a beast. He's a beast. He's a beast. Leo got 2 more coming up.
Actually, no.
Leo love him. Leo love him.
Anyways.
Anyways, about to start. About to start.
All right. Oh shit. Shit. Janelle, what's up? I'm recording.
Janelle got the hoes calling her. Look at Janelle. Janelle got the hoes calling her. Oh, I can't talk right now. I'm recording. Janelle got the hoes calling her.
Come to the bar.
She's whispering.
All right, cool.
Don't send me no dick pics, please.
Dead ass. No, dead ass, don't send me that. All right, so we're going to open up our segment Behind Gorilla's Position. And our OMG moment this week is, if you have not heard, the XFL is making its triumphant return. So, and Vince is actually planning to spend $500 million over the first 3 years.
Big dick status. Big dick status. Slap it up, y'all. Big dick status.
Okay, so. Don't die on the episode. We ain't got insurance. So once again, Vince is throwing in $5 million. So that's at about, let's say, $150 million on average per year to jumpstart the XFL. So my question to you, gentlemen, first, and I'll start off with Sir Wilkins. What are the pros and cons of doing the XFL again?
Oh, we talk about the pros first, or I go for the cons first?
Up to you.
There are no cons. Because you know why? XFL is going to be great. Vince is king. Vince is Suge Knight, but upgraded.
He got privilege, white privilege.
Yes, he has white privilege, B. He is good, son. And $500 million he's going to invest it into the XFL. He's going to revolutionize sports. What he's going to do is take everybody that can't make it to the NFL and put them in the XFL. The XFL went bad because they did too much of gimmicks. They try to incorporate WWE into the sport. Take that away, make it some real fun, make it like a sports league. Big 3 is popping right now. It's getting better every year, every season. Second season they up to. The XFL has a chance. There's no cons, baby. There's no cons. Who's with me on this one? Who's with me on this one? Yeah, clap. My nigga, clap it up. You clap it up.
You don't clap it up for him. This is my side. Everybody clap it up for him. Everybody clap it up for me over here.
First of all, this is not a show where we take sides.
Stop.
Okay, so take his side. Clap it up for me, people. Clap it up. Clap it up. Yo, clap it up.
Mad aggressive.
What the fuck is wrong with y'all? XFL's popping.
All right.
Talk to him.
All right, Mr. Black, what are the pros and cons of relaunching the XFL?
There's no con, because everybody
is
looking for alternative. Just like the big 3 is popping, everybody want to turn it to football. Arena football is not as popular as it used to be, but this is a great opportunity for people who want to get back in the league, get their feet wet.
Yeah, talk to him, Iz.
Get their feet wet. This is a great opportunity for everybody. Just like
$500 million is a lot of money.
$500 million, and as a businessman, you see where it failed the first time. You go back in, correct your mistakes, and make it better. Because at the end of the day, Rome was not built in a day. This is how you do it. Like, you invest all the money you need to invest inside of third, and that's it.
If crack didn't sell on one block, you go to the next block.
Exactly.
That's basically what it is, B. The crack didn't sell on 145th, go to 125th and switch the game up.
Why must you mention Harlem? What the fuck is that about?
You saw the epidemic.
Exactly.
They say the American Gangster. You can't just be throwing Harlem under the bus like that.
Good movie, by the way. At Blue Magic. That's what you do. You take the same concept, but you rebrand it as something better. That's what you do out here.
Push the cocaine differently, man.
Exactly.
Remarket it, repackage it.
All right, so last question before we move on is what's one thing you would like to see come from the XFL?
Hard-hitting action.
Pause. I'm not.
That was uncalled for.
It wasn't. It really wasn't, though.
This ain't Harlem no more, baby. This is Brooklyn. You don't say pause back to everything.
Yeah, you do.
Yo, son.
What's the one thing you want to see from the XFL?
I want.
No, I was looking at my hair.
I want them to bring back nicknames where everybody had a nickname on the back of the
You wildin', why?
That's wildin' for, B.
Why, you wildin'?
Why?
Why do you need a nickname?
I got a nickname, you got a nickname.
Yeah, but no, we're not going for that. We don't need that. Why do we need that? Tell me why we need that. Tell me why we need that. Come here, Nick. Why we need that? Why we need that? Why we need that?
Because it was different.
That's it?
Yeah. You want different. You want different.
Come on, man. Give me some more spice, man. Put the dope on it.
But that was it. Sometimes
that was it. Anybody else? Anybody else with the
Simple is
nickname?
good.
Larry, you talking shit. Come over here. Larry. Come on, Larry. Come on, Larry. Come on, Larry. Why you want the nicknames?
Shout out to you, hate me, bro.
All right. So we're going to move right along to the tweet of the week, and it comes from no other than the it guy at Mike the Miz. He said, at King James to the Lakers, don't call, don't text, I need a minute. So as everyone has been talking about, a lot of NBA talk has been going on with LeBron James now going on a 4-year contract to the Los Angeles Lakers.
Ooh, people are mixed.
So there's a lot of, you know.
Somebody's aggressive back here.
All right, so I point this question to you guys. Is LeBron James the Hulk Hogan of the NBA?
No, he's not racist.
Wait. I asked you guys first. Is he the Hulk Hogan of the NBA? Now keep in mind, Hogan went from WWF to WCW, just like LeBron went from Cleveland to Miami, then back to Cleveland like a dumbass, then now to the Lakers. So just think about that concept for a second. Is he the Hulk Hogan of NBA? And then we're going to give it to you guys, because you guys have a lot of opinions going on over here. So who wants to go first?
I'll go first.
Awesome.
So, because I think he's thinking right now. So this is simple. He is not the Hulk Hogan of the NBA. Like these people said, he's the Roman Reigns, and I'm going to tell you why. LeBron James is the most polarizing figure in NBA right now. Probably in the NBA history. Because we go back to anybody that was the face of the NBA, they were loved by everybody. They had their hate people that hated him, but majority of the people that watched the sport loved him. We can go back to Michael Jordan, who everybody loved, respects, everybody talks about it, that we could say that's like The Rock / Stone Cold. Yes or no? That's the goat. Hulk Hogan would be, in my opinion, we could go back a little bit further and say that it's a little iffy, but we could say like a Jerry West / Magic Johnson type of feel. Maybe even I go for Larry Bird, Magic Johnson type of thing, where you're the face of the league and everybody loves you. LeBron James is very polarizing, super polarizing. You either love him or you hate him. I like the dude. I ain't gonna lie, he's the 3rd greatest player of all time. I said it. Anybody got a problem with it? We can wrestle later. We can wrestle later. I'll put you through a table. Anyways, but
once again, we don't have insurance. So.
He wasn't a dumbass, so go back to Cleveland.
He was.
No, he was not. He had to prove a point. Because you know that Dan Gilbert's talking about he a slave and shit. He got a ring. He got a ring.
Yo, you know who was worse? Cleveland, I feel like, was even dumber for taking him back.
Nah, B.
They burned fucking jerseys. They painted him on a fucking wall, and they had to take all that shit down. Like,
you never took back your first love?
Exactly. Who cheated on
No.
You never took back your you never did?
No.
You lying. She lying. She lying.
I did it.
You always take them back one time. You always take them because you love them.
No.
Because you love them. Because you love them.
You said first. Pause.
What you mean pause?
Because it's not about no. We not about to talk about me like this.
We'll talk about pause for her. You like coach you then?
No, I don't. You do.
No, I say I love it.
That's why you got the beard. This nigga nasty.
Nasty.
But like I said, you take back your first love.
This is a wrestling podcast.
It's Tatiana talking shit. The Pussy Power podcast talking shit. Like I said before.
Females, they're nasty. I was like, y'all nasty.
So, but like I said before, LeBron is Roman Reigns, most polarizing figure in sports entertainment and most polarizing figure in the NBA. You either hate him or you really love him.
All right, Mr. Black, your thoughts?
He's not the Hogan because LeBron James is actually very talented, and everywhere he comes, he brings revenue to that city. Cleveland, when he left, there was no revenue. No one was eating out there, B. When he came back, everyone was eating. All the restaurants we opened,
now they're gonna starve again.
Live, son.
Now they're gonna starve again.
So all I'm saying is this way, like that move that he did, that's a Jericho move. Cause Jericho went to New Japan and showed the world like, nah, son, I'm gonna go over there and get them over. Everybody knows that when Jericho was announced for that card, son, ticket sales went up. This is the reason why this is the Jericho move. LeBron showing the world that, nah, B, I did everything, son. I play with my boys, son. I brought my city.
He brought his boy with his Henny bottle. J.R. Smith.
We should have bought a bottle of Henny and had it on the table.
Pass me that bottle.
Any real order.
But listen, Miami, son, he went to play with his boys. That was his college years. He came back, he matured. He saw, you know what, son? I got to bring this city that made me a championship. And he did that, son. And he did that. Pay attention, pay attention.
Tap the
You don't even know what this is, but all right.
Get your tick card. That's all I know.
Then we are not drinking this right now. Pause. All of that, all this whole shit will be canceled.
Ladies and gentlemen, I went to DR, got a little.
He got some aphrodisiac called Mama Mama, and that shit is dangerous, and you should only have that in your house.
He looks like he about to pour up.
It's not meant to be that high up. Like,
It's not that type of, it's not that type of rum.
Can I get some
She mad close to Brandon. She mad close to Brandon. And Brandon got a big ass smile on his face.
He about to take
that's Marcus Marquise? That's Marcus Marquise?
you breaking cake.
I'm sorry.
Don't break kayfabe. We have wrestlers here.
Off the top rope, off the top of the bed, onto the cooch.
Carry over Swanton bottom too. Y'all remember that episode?
Okay, yeah, but go ahead though.
He finished what he said.
Oh, you finished what you said?
Basically, that's a Jericho move. And him going back to LA, that's brilliant. Any career right. To bring his young people how to do it, how to be great.
But also, he makes more money.
But let me finish. Him doing that move, everybody is going to prosper from that because everybody's going to see how to work hard, how to be a legend. So this is a great move from him. Magic, congratulations once again, Black excellent. Like, you can't say no to that smile, B. He fought AIDS and won. Come on, B. He fought AIDS and won.
He has the cure.
He didn't fight. He didn't fight AIDS and win. He whooped AIDS' ass. Like he say demolished AIDS. Magic Johnson. We're talking about Magic Johnson.
He beat AIDS and Bird.
At the same damn time. At the same damn time.
No, he don't. No, he don't. No, he don't.
You can't beat it.
No, he don't.
You have it and it's dormant.
No, he don't. He don't. I don't believe he has it. I don't believe he has it.
How many people you know had HIV since the 80s?
Exactly. Hold up. Y'all remember Real World?
Because that nigga from the Real World died.
That nigga from the Real World died in 3 years. That nigga died in 3 years.
He went through 4 decades.
4 decades with AIDS.
4 decades.
4 decades with AIDS.
80s,
Exactly.
90s,
But he was alive.
2010.
To the 1,000.
My son beat it, son.
Yo, he beat AIDS.
With his money.
No, 40 years? It ain't no treatment, B. My nigga went to Cuba. He went to Cuba.
It's the treatment. Are you kidding me?
Hold up. Let's keep it a buck. Magic Johnson went to Cuba, got the cure, and came back. Exactly. He was eating with Tupac in Cuba.
Exactly, son.
Chilling for a bit, got his AIDS treatment, and came back AIDS-free. Like this guy that I hate over here. Come here in the camera. Come here. Come here. I don't like this guy.
He has HIV though.
I don't like this guy.
Not him.
Hold on. Tell me the reason why you think Magic Johnson doesn't have HIV or AIDS.
And or like he's
because
picking.
He has money and secure to AIDS.
Oh.
I mean, he's had HIV since the 80s. He went through 4 different decades with HIV. How does that happen?
He's the greatest. He's the greatest for that.
Go. Yes.
Yo,
Wait,
listen.
did you just acknowledge him as the greatest person with HIV?
Yes.
I just want that to be very clear.
But if you think about it, remember that dude from the 80s and early 90s, that dude with AIDS on your Real World?
Yes.
He died like 3 years later, B.
Exactly.
And he was all over the place talking about him having AIDS, B.
Exactly.
Yo, Magic Johnson is the greatest. I'm the greatest.
Okay, Mike, all right.
I'm the greatest.
Mike dropped this so we could go on
AIDS
to our...
person ever.
AIDS person ever.
Yeah. Next question of the week, right?
Yes.
We don't mention R. Kelly here, please. Don't mention R. Kelly.
We just sing the song. We won't mention his name. We can't mention his name here. We can't mention his name here.
Don't mention his name.
Anyways.
If they don't want to ask,
Hey, focus.
say K. That's it.
1, What about it?
I said K.
It's fine.
Oh, it tastes good, B.
That's not something you're supposed to like chug.
Who is that?
You about to be in fucking on top of that shit in about an hour.
I'll be all right.
Butter ass naked. That's what the fuck is gonna happen to you. Anyway, so we're gonna end our first segment with the question of the week, and we actually are also gonna throw it to a few of our studio audience members too. So the question this week is: WWE incapable of long-term storytelling? Yep. So, a recent interview, Daniel Bryan, Larry's favorite person in the whole wide world.
What's Larry?
Larry's getting a beer. But Daniel Bryan recently said it. They asked him, you know, does he think he will ever face The Miz? And it's a match that all of us are pretty heavily invested in. But as we all know as wrestling fans, it's always about the storytelling. It's always about how are we going to build this match so that when it actually does happen, it means something. So I'm going to point the question to you guys, and then we're going to throw it to all of our friends and family behind us. Is WWE incapable of long-term storytelling?
I got it.
Go ahead, brother.
I said no. In certain degrees, yes or no. Because every time they try to tell a new story in a different way, the fans don't appreciate it.
Talk to him. I don't got.
And we end up getting a single, every time recycled storylines over and over and over again. That's when you guys start appreciating when they do the same old thing. Example, the most recent storyline when John Cena was in a race to get some kind of match at WrestleMania. That was already done by Shawn Michaels years ago. Now,
against who?
Undertaker. Remember, every time, always coming up short, John Cena did the same exact storyline, but we all loved it. But I'm saying this, a standpoint like this, they are capable of telling stories, but every time that we throw in something like a new element in there, we boo it. Every single time, son. And I just feel like, look at NXT. They have a lot of long-term storylines going on because they are capable of doing that.
Yes and no. NXT is a little different when it comes to their storytelling. Like
but it's still long term.
Go. It's not as long as WWE would go. It's not as long. Like
it's WWE.
No, but I'm saying like in terms of the main roster, because look, for example, like CN and Black's storyline got cut really short, and it was because CN got called up.
But it's still long-term booking, long-term storyline.
It's not long-term.
What about
it didn't happen long-term.
Great example. Another thing I know is that we live in the age of internet. Like literally, something that happened last week feel like last month. Like example, Heath Slater trying to get himself a job. A lot of people hated it. Oh, this is so whack. Why you talking about TV screen inside third? Because they never gave it they were finally getting a chance to let it build up, let it birth, turn into a butterfly. That's when we look back at retrospect that, dang, that was a good storyline.
I mean, it got burnt the moment Brock called him a bitch. So.
But it doesn't matter though, because you felt his pain. You felt the fact that, yo, I'm not the biggest guy, but I'm going to fight you because I want to provide and be a man for my kids.
He needed a job.
He needed a job. He went out there, he got behind Will. For months.
Drink up to that, B.
It shows you that was long-term booking. But of course, the fan crapped on it immaturely, but then after a while people loved it. We don't give the product a chance to get to the final stage.
All right. So Wilkins, what are your thoughts? This is really going to end well, not well. Can WWE do long-term storytelling?
They can, but the problem is, like he mentioned, it is the fans. We don't have we're not patient enough, and it's just what it is. Like for instance, Hulk Hogan and Macho Man. That was a long run. They teamed up together. They went against each other. Had Elizabeth involved. That was a long, like, calculated run. We keep talking about, even I've been, Ziggler and I've lost his name. Drew McIntyre.
Yeah.
We're all like, yo, what's going to happen to them? And even McIntyre's like, yo, something's going to happen. Fucking relax. And that's one of the biggest things. But also, WWE is not creative as they used to be. They're not trying new shit and keep going with it. Because it's like, they try something, and if the fans say, no, I don't like it, they don't try to keep building up on top of it until it's a fucking bust. The longest thing we saw was
Roman.
Shinsuke Nakamura versus AJ Styles. The thing about that, it wasn't creative. They weren't pushing the limits with the two. You have some of the greatest wrestlers in the industry, and you're not pushing the limits with them. And that was the problem. WWE's problem right now is that they're not being creative. They have a creative team that's not being creative.
And Vince micromanaging.
Yeah. And
So I guess follow-up question to that is, could it be like us as fans, we in our minds already do fantasy bookings? So, and in terms of doing that, it makes us impatient when we don't technically get what we want?
yeah, and I think that's probably plays a factor as well. But it's not even that. It's the fact that they're not pushing the next one, because we saw a lot of shit already. The Attitude Era fucked us all up. Let's keep it a buck. It did such awesome stuff that the bar is so high. But you set that bar. Like, you know, the bar, we set the bar, we are the bar. Bars, B, bars. Bars, B, bars. Y'all peep. But yeah, so y'all set that bar already. You are the bar, so go up even above that. Get creative. Get creative with it, and they're not being creative. That's the problem right now. It's not the long-term stories, it's the being creative. And sometimes when they fall on their face, that Haunted Mansion shit with Randy Orton and Wyatt.
That was fire.
Yeah,
I love the fact that they push it, that they tried.
It could have been great.
They could, but they tried. And that's the point. You gotta keep trying shit. And they're not. So they go, this didn't work out right now, we're gonna stop. And they need to continue, keep pushing the envelope and go and be patient. And us fans have to be patient as well, because we're not. We want things right now, we want things to be awesome right now. That's not how it goes. Like, sometimes you gotta work the motion, you gotta work the penis in it.
Exactly.
And it can't be that quick nut.
You gotta do foreplay first.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah.
I'd always get someone.
All right, so we're gonna talk to the people?
Wait, I'm gonna choose one. Not Sid.
Tickle the bean.
Shut the
Come on,
fuck
Skinny Providence.
up.
Come on, you know, internet, you always say mad
Ness.
jokes. An opportunity to talk, baby.
Come on, man. Come over here.
You talk the most. Damn, you skinny.
What's the topic?
So Ness,
What's up?
question to you: is WWE incapable of long-term storytelling?
I wouldn't say that they're incapable of it. It's just that
Such
they're not that
well-spoken.
interesting. I like that they got Bailey and Sasha doing the long-term storytelling, because now you don't know who's gonna be the heel right now. Like, Bailey just, can I say fuck?
Yeah, you cuss. They
fucked Sasha up.
be saying penis and dicks and all types of shit, so you can say that.
Yeah, I just
Okay.
had to ask you.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, so Bailey just like beat Sasha ass, and like right now you don't know which one is the heel or which one, because Bailey not really coming off as a heel to me. She's just like, yo, I'm tired of this shit with Sasha, and
She being a little bitch.
yeah, like I'm standing up for myself now. Like, or something like
That's
that.
still a little bitch.
So, you know what I mean? But I'm like, Sasha, damn, she's turning on you. Who knows where it can go? But like I said, I think they can. It's just that some of them aren't that interesting. I'll move on to Roman. Now, before people start, you know, with the pitchforks
What
and
did we
the
say?
chants and whatnot, I'm saying, but you know I'm fair. You know I'm fair. How many times did Brock beat Roman in the last, like, however many times they met up? All right, let's get over it. Let's get over it. It's over. It's over. It's over.
Shout out to Brock Lesnar.
He still lost though with the belt though.
Brock's a whole nother story. He the man right now. I can't hate on that. So.
Overrated.
That checks he's getting, collecting those checks.
But
Brock sucks.
Roman versus Brock, I'm over it. Like, I wanted Roman to win at Mania. Like, and I'm like, oh shit, they didn't give it to him?
Which was great story. Well, not great storytelling. Great booking. It was great booking.
Not great storytelling, but that's a whole nother.
It was great booking. There's a difference.
Like, they built him up like, damn, he's about to win, and he loses. But they give him multiple times to keep trying. Like, why? He lost in Mania. It's over with. Kick him out. Like, no, you got so many people. Braun, Drew McIntyre, Seth Rollins. Like, we got mad people that people are actually behind. So let's push those people. No, we're just going to keep trying with Roman. Why? I blame Vince. It's
Can you
Vince's
give me
fault.
napkin?
Vince can make shit happen, but for some reason he doesn't want it to move happen. Roman is not a guy that you want sympathy for. He's a badass. He fuck niggas up. Like, no, you don't want to book him like Daniel Bryan.
All right, we're done. Yeah, you said what you said. Yeah, now walk away. Finish what you're saying and then go.
Alright. So, they can book them, but it's when they feel like it. Can I just use one more example?
Yeah.
Braun Strowman. Everybody love Braun right now. Like,
Yes.
Braun the man. That's the guy. Like, They built him up. He had no championships, no title reigns, no nothing.
Tag team title.
Tag team.
That he was for a day.
But that's a whole nother story. Like that was nice.
Believe that.
Shut up, stupid.
Braun is the guy. He has people behind him. He's charismatic. I'm not gonna say he's crazy, like crazy in the ring, far as like in-ring ability, but he does enough to have the people behind him.
Yo, he's jackass, bro.
Just use what you got.
Jackass.
All right, thank you, Ness, so much. Minus the Roman shit, but so we're gonna move on to our
we love Roman.
No, that ain't it. That will never be it. Which is the WWE recap. So this week, Raw and SmackDown once again, gentlemen, 2 ups, 2 downs. Who wants to go first with Raw? Raw did suck.
Raw was a repeat from last week.
Yes.
I was watching a rerun episode of The Simpsons. But I'll give my 2 ups and 2 downs. Always, my Ebony Queen, Ember Moon. Clap it up for her, clap it up for her.
Chocolate Thunder. Chocolate Thunder self. You are a hater. That man gets a boo. You suck.
Now, my other up, some people might not like this up. Bailey and Sasha Banks enter the friendship zone.
Dr. Shelby.
They tried something.
That shit was funny.
That shit was a little funny. It was a little bit lit. Fix your face. Fix your face. Fix your face. Fix your face. Now my down.
This nigga gay.
My down was Roman Reigns and Bobby Lashley. Son, yo, Bobby Lashley looks like a retired Haitian uncle, and that always hits the gym.
But
I'm tired of him. And I love him. I want to love him.
How are we not surprised at this? He looked like that 10 years ago.
I'm not feeling it. My other down, it's hurt for me to do this, was Mickie James versus Nia Jax. Because I love Nia. We all know I love Nia. But, nigga, you just turned your face now?
Yeah.
Like Nia's delicious, not sexy, delicious. She
the main course.
Yes. But like WWE did that Men in Black shit again. Like last week you were heel, B. Now you a face. Like you'll pick a side. So either you're gonna talk dirty to me, or are you gonna be submissive? Pick a side. It's all Vince. So those are my 2 ups and my 2 downs. Talk to me.
All right, Mr. Black, 2 ups, 2 downs.
Of course, the the most uppity up is my son Kirky Kirk announced the 30-man Iron Man match between Dolph.
That's it.
That's it. That's it. It's a classic.
We're not worthy of Dolph Ziggler.
We're not.
We're not worthy of Dolph Ziggler.
We're not. That's an up right there. Once again, another up, for me, is seeing, Ember Moon getting that W. So there's always a W to see that Ebony Queen right there. There's always a W right there. But of course, here comes the down. I don't know. A bigger down is Braun versus Kevin Owens. Why are you beefing again for? I'm over this. Another down is.
I think Kevin Owens pissed off Vince. Or something?
I don't think so.
Cause they treating him bad, B.
He here for a long time.
He here for a long time, but
Of
course he signed a new deal. Now he owns him.
No, but I think I think when it comes to Kevin Owens is that they put a lot of trust in the Kevin right now, especially to carry certain people. Like out of when Money in the Bank, he would have been the only person to do that spot. And you can only trust the person that you want to eventually have a part of carrying the company doing that. Go ahead.
I agree with you, but in a simple fact, it's just very much of a repeat. We've seen this over and over and over again. You just rehashing the same storyline, but to put different seasoning on it. Yo, listen, it's still a hamburger. If you put double on it, you put Larry's on it. It's still the same exact hamburger at the end of the day.
Larry's.
You know I'm Haitian, boy.
I don't.
You feel me? Like, it's the same exact thing.
Okay.
This gets another down because it makes no sense repeating the same exact storyline. Another down is back-to-back matches with Roman Reigns. Like, 2 tag team matches back-to-back. Come on, boy. Like, you be more creative. Like, come on. There's more stuff you could have done with Roman Reigns' character.
Like what?
You could have made him one-on-one match the guy who beat him last week. At least mix it up. A tag team, then a one-on-one match. Like the Revival comes in, beat him up, this, that, and third, then his guy get the W. Easy right there. Easy. And after that, my son Bobby Lashley, the walking Armageddon, laughing at him. You see? Little hints of his heel turn. I feel it. I feel it. Then you mad loud, son. And they keep talking too.
But you are too.
Damn. Niggas, son. I'm trying to make a point where niggas try to hate, son.
Wow. Okay.
But it's the point.
Yeah.
Point of it is this way is just like, I like what they're doing Bobby Lashley character. They're allowing him little sprinkle here and there. The fact that he did a spear in WWE, I'm up for that. I'm looking forward.
You're still on the Bobby train.
Yes, like I'm loyal, B. I'm loyal.
That's why he a Knicks fan.
Die hard. Die hard. Die
Yo.
Let's get a cheer for the Knicks.
Wait, did the Yankees win today?
The Yankees
won? Cool.
But nevertheless, though, overall, listen, let's see what they're doing with my son, the walking Armageddon, aka Bobby Lashley.
Okay. All right, I'm going to stick with you in 2 ups, 2 downs for SmackDown. If you did watch SmackDown.
Of course I did. Come on, man. That's my show, man. That's my
It's not going to be on there because I printed it yesterday, so.
Jeez. Dang. I got to.
So just tell me what you liked about SmackDown.
Dang, I can't really recall.
New Day.
The fucking pancake shit?
That shit was fire. Look, New Day can't do wrong. The New Day can't do wrong.
New Day Insanity. Sign me up for that.
Yeah.
That's good.
The New Day and Insanity was fucking amazing. My other up, the Usos. The Usos promo was amazing. Like, you can't, like, the tag team division on SmackDown is quality tag team division. And the fact that they have multiple storylines going on at one time, that's fucking awesome. That is fucking awesome, bro. Fucking awesome. And the Usos eating pancakes, got that pancake eating contest because it's July 4th. That's creative, B.
Pancakes on July 4th?
Yes, because the hot dog eating contest.
So we should have pancakes.
We should have pancakes here.
Okay.
I'll eat some pancakes.
All right.
You want to do a brunch? Jobber Tears brunch?
Yes, coming soon.
Wait, hold on. If you want to see a Jobber Tears brunch, give me a hell yeah. No, I ain't feeling it in my soul. One more time. If you want a Jobber Tears brunch, give me a hell yeah. Hell yeah.
All right.
Talk,
So, all right. No, you got it. You got it. So that was my up, and that tag team division on SmackDown is amazing right now, and they could continue building because they have so much quality talent on there.
All right.
I can say like it's quality, you know, like it's quality what they're doing on SmackDown. That's to the point that you forget that Shane's not there as much before. Paige is doing a quality job on SmackDown, and they continue to push Rusev as a force of nature against AJ Styles.
Happy Rusev Day, guys.
Happy Rusev Day.
Happy Rusev Day, guys.
I like that, son. I like that, and I like the whole. Like Daniel Bryan, that's another up for me. Daniel Bryan's talking to who said that?
Your favorite person.
You're such a hater, son. You're such a hater, son.
Ladies and gentlemen, if you don't know this already, Larry Morgan over there, the third Uso. Matter of fact, give a round of applause for Larry. Larry was an amazing guy. Round of applause for Larry. But first things first, Larry does not like Mr. Daniel Bryan. He does not like him at all. In Larry's words, I could be wrong. I'm, paraphrasing this shit. He says, "Fuck Daniel Bryan. He's a bitch ass motherfucker. He's a vegan pussy.
He's not even vegan no more.
He's whack as fuck. And I drink all these Martyrs that love Daniel Bryan. Am I correct, Larry? Yeah, so I am correct. And that was a little bit of paraphrasing. Larry is a great guy, very intelligent guy, but he hates Daniel Bryan. And that was just to clear things up right now.
But nevertheless, though,
you better give Brock Lesnar some respect, though.
Who?
Brock Lesnar.
Oh, shit. The man that who barely did.
I'm not in the mood for your shit today.
He comes, I guys, you don't even speak, and he dips, son. And every time he wrestles, so it's not even a quality match, B.
So let me ask you a question. Would you, if you had to pick shoes, would you rather pick Brock Lesnar's shoes or Daniel Bryan's shoes?
I'd rather pick Daniel Bryan because all the cards are
You lying. You lying. You lying. You lying. You fucking lying. You fucking lying, son. Get the fuck out of here. Get the fuck out of here, B. Get the fuck out of here. So I'm gonna talk. No, give me a second. Give me a second. You gonna pull my give me a second. Give me a second. No. No, so you telling me. If a job came to you and said that you can work once a month.
Not even.
I'm sorry, not even once a month. You can work 10 days out of 12 months in the year. You would say no and get paid top dollar?
Can I talk?
No. Answer my question first. No, answer my question first.
That was my question.
I was trying to explain my answer.
No. Can you answer my question first?
I'm trying to explain it.
Listen, Buttercup. Listen, Buttercup. No. Listen, Buttercup. Will you do that? No, will you do it?
Can he talk so we can move on?
No.
He
He's
it's getting dark outside. Like we ain't got no lights. So we gonna have to wrap this up.
Listen, all I'm saying is this way. Like, if I was that much in love with wrestling as a sport and I love to do what I have to do, I wouldn't mind going there as much time I want to perfect my craft. Brock Lesnar never really loved wrestling. He did it as a paycheck. So obviously this is a great gig for him. So obviously stable, you know, he got an agent, got his deal for him, this, that, and third. But he doesn't love it. He loves being by himself, chilling in the middle of nowhere.
And collecting checks. Collecting checks.
Understandable. But if I could get literally paid to do what I love to do, it won't feel like work no more. So I wouldn't mind going there, do the house shows, because I love it, B. I love the grind. I love the hustle. Like my son Wilkins said, son. All I gotta say is this.
I love the hustle.
You feel me, B?
Why the fuck are you in the camera?
Ball playing niggas, you know.
You feel me?
Magic or something.
That's how I feel, B. If I was there,
do you guys know what that line is from, by the way?
Please say that, please.
It's,
say it again.
Say it again.
You don't know? Say it again.
Listen to this.
I love the hustle, man.
Like them ball playing niggas, you know.
Becky.
Come on, B.
Paid in full.
Pfeiffer.
Come on, play.
Max B did say that, but I think it was from paid in full though.
Yeah, it's from paid in full. But all I'm saying is this way: if I love the game,
that is soon
if I
gonna
love
happen.
wrestling that much, I would not mind being Daniel Bryan. I would not mind just going in and wrestling as much as I can. Because if you do remember, wrestling got taken away from him. So at this point,
that was all a work, and I did not say that. Did I not say that? That was a work.
It was not a work.
I said that. No, bullshit. I said that over a year and a half ago.
Come up here,
I said it a year and a half ago.
Marcus, come up here. Put him on the mic. Put him on the mic. Why was that a work? Why was that a work?
Everybody knows Vince is a madman, right? Vince went to Daniel, like, listen, I got a crazy ass idea. You gotta be down with it. You're gonna act like you can't wrestle at all for damn near 4 years. No. Listen. If you remember talking, wait a minute. If you remember talking smack, remember when Vince was like, "Oh, you can't wrestle," and he was like, "Oh, can I wrestle or they won't let me wrestle?" You gotta look free between lines. Yup. Everybody bought it except for me and Janelle.
Yup. Thank you, bro. Because I've been said it. I said it a year and a half ago. If you go back and listen to, pay attention. If you go back and listen to a previous podcast that we were on, I always said, Daniel Bryan.
Which podcast was that?
We're not gonna talk about that. Not shade. Always love. Not shade. Always love. But I always said Daniel Bryan's injury is a work. And you have to understand the small things that happen. And that talking smack shit was like the pivotal moment that should have woke all of you guys up and was like, oh shit, maybe he can't wrestle.
So your third eye is open? Third eye was open?
My third eye, the fourth eye, the fifth eye, everything was open.
So you're saying this way.
Now, when he said
let me tell you, no. Let me talk. So he's saying this way, right? This man that been wrestling for how many years went on national TV, cried his eyes out.
Mark Henry? Hold on. Marcus want to come back.
Yo, come on, let me talk.
Wait till you finish and then you go ahead. Because you talking.
Go ahead.
So go ahead.
All I'm saying is that this man who went out there, like, I don't know how many people lost what they love out here, B, and have to like basically watch everyone else do it, son. That's not a pleasure thing to do, son. At the end of the day, he didn't want to wrestle no more. He wanted to chill. And if people really notice, he moved to Washington because the tickets from Washington to New Japan is a lot cheaper. So that's another thing, though.
He's from there.
No. Let me say this. I'm sick and tired of all y'all wrestling fans with your stupid conspiracy theories. Y'all sound dumb. Yo, look.
Doesn't sound dumb. Is he not wrestling now? Is he not wrestling now?
Because he saw doctors.
Okay.
Listen to his interview. He said this way. The head doctor would not clear me. He said this way.
But there were other doctors that cleared him.
Let me cook.
Come here.
He did numerous tests. And he said that, he says it makes no sense because if that doctor is not FDA approved. So why would a man spend all this money, all this time for work?
He was still getting paid. Are you kidding me?
Why are you spending all this money, all this time if it wasn't work?
Can I say something real quick?
Simple as, no, I'm not finished.
Hold on.
I'm not finished. I'm cooking right now. Spent all this money for all this time for work.
Hold on. Mr. Black, let me come into the kitchen with you because I'm with you on this one.
Okay.
I'm with you on this one. Hold on. Can you toss the utensils?
Hold on. I'm cooking right now, B.
Toss the fucking ball. Pass the ball. Pass the ball. Pass the fucking ball. Pass the ball. I can see that.
I'm cooking right now,
nigga. I'm on the block.
Don't be hardened. Don't be hardened out here in these streets.
But Harden's nice. MVP.
Pass the ball.
Right. And he does pass. He averages over 9 assists a game.
No, that's a lie.
Yes, he does.
That's a lie, bro.
But continue.
But all I'm saying is this way. All that time wasted, and he doesn't even like being on film, crying, just emotionally break down, go through depression. You think niggas fake depression out here, son? Just for the freaking checks, son?
No one's saying that. No one's saying that he was faking it.
Let me cook. He cooking. All of y'all saying that a bunch of it's a work, it's a fake. Stop saying that crap, son. This man actually went through depression, son. Thought about killing himself, but yet to y'all, it's just a theory.
No.
A work,
See,
right?
You're picking and choosing what you want to hear. What I said was the actual storyline of him not being able to wrestle is a work. I never said that his mental illness is a work. So you have to choose. You can't pick and choose what you want to hear.
I'm about to shut everything down right now, son. Do you make more money as him general manager or him as a wrestler?
Both.
Yeah, baby. GM.
Both, because when he first returned, he was still GM. He had to give it up like next week.
Which one makes the company more money and sell more merch?
Both.
Him as GM or him as wrestler?
He was still getting merch money regardless.
Which one makes more money? Seeing your favorite artist on stage or your favorite artist behind closed doors?
Actually, wait, real quick.
Hold on. You finished cooking?
Wait, I'm gonna let you go. Wait, but I'm gonna let you go. But what I will say is, my question to you is, when an artist, who makes more money when an artist is alive and when an artist is dead?
When he's dead.
Thank you.
But he didn't die.
I'm just saying. But you were comparing like merch when they're wrestling and merch when they're not wrestling. So at the end of the day, you're making more money not even being in the ring. And guess what? He was still making money. He was on payroll. Regardless.
His merch went all the way up when he returned to wrestling.
His merch
Hold on.
when he left.
Hold on. Originally, hold on. Wait. Hold on.
It does sound stupid.
Hold on. Yo, he's sweating hard, ladies and gentlemen, he's sweating hard. So this is my opinion on the whole thing. So originally, this nigga broke his neck. Something fucked up, something went bad.
Thank you, but that's a work, right?
Hold on, no, relax. You got to cook. You ball hog. You ball hog. I'm on the block right now. I'm on the block, looking very Anthony Davis right now with the one brow. You injured. You broke your Achilles heel. You're a Warriors though. So you're a bitch. So anyways, like I said before, he originally did fuck up his neck.
True.
Then
thank you, Brian.
They were very WWE was scared right now. They have way too many investors to fuck up anybody.
It's a public company
to get a lawsuit.
Understand?
So they put him on the back burner. And when he said they won't let me wrestle, other doctors did clear him.
And I'm gonna go overseas.
But
I said that.
But WWE doctors didn't clear him because right now there were they were also fucking with CM Punk. And the lawsuit with CM Punk.
But that's a conspiracy theory.
Hold on. Like I said before, give me the fucking ball and shut up right now.
No one's talking about
Go on the fucking bench. Go on the you got to talk, my nigga. You got to talk.
I'm reading the plays.
Yes, relax.
Pick and roll.
All right, shut up.
Yes,
Drink some fucking Gatorade. Like I said before. So the problem was they were stuck with the CM Punk situation. And it had to be extra. Yeah, he thirsty.
This is why the black woman is king. Go back to it. This is why the black woman. Thank you.
So anyways. So this is what happened. They were caught up with the CM Punk situation, so they had to be careful. He was cleared already, technically careful. They had to be extra careful in the situation. So you guys are both right. They had to prolong his situation because he said they won't let me wrestle. He was clear, but WWE has to be careful. So that's why when a motherfucker goes backstage, he has to get cleared every fucking time. So they prolong the situation. You guys are both right. So stop arguing about the same thing. Because you guys are both right. They did prolong his situation. He did get a massive concussion. And he did fuck himself up, but he was cleared. And WWE is like the NFL right now. They gotta be careful with fucking concussions. And then CM Punk situation on top of that is making them extra fucking careful. So my nigga, put your arms down. Because you ain't 100% right. So you said. So stop taking. Hold on, we're done. We're done with this. We are done. We are done.
Show off.
No. I ain't showing off. This is the truth. Next program, moderator, Janelle from HR.
Thank you. So before we do end off, we're going to once again, you guys, the live audience is a part of our show. So we're gonna throw it to you guys. Any wrestling related questions? We are going to take 6.
Anybody want to go first?
6 people to just get up
Ness?
and ask wrestling related questions.
2 minutes.
This goes back to my
It better be
post.
what the fuck. Let's see.
You guys, everybody's all in contention with like not having Roman be the guy to get the fruit roll up back, right?
You said the fruit roll up?
Fruit roll up back, yeah. So who would you want to be Universal Champion?
Right now?
Who would you want to beat Brock to be Universal Champion? All y'all.
Okay. All right. Go ahead. You start. Thank
My dude with the accent, Drew McIntyre. That man deserves to be champion. This guy has the look. He is charming. And he's great in the ring. Hopefully he doesn't get injured. He is injured prone.
Very, because he's
low-key injured prone. All those steroids might be fucking up with his joints, but that's a different conversation. Anyways, like I said before, Drew McIntyre needs to be Universal Champion. Braun is second on my list, but number 1 right now is Drew.
Drew just gave him a nickname? Yeah.
The first one is obviously the walking armor.
How come you get more than one? He asked for one.
Bobby Lashley's big being like consistent. And second, Finn Balor. Because he never got his chance to get his Universal Championship.
She mad disrespectful. She mad disrespectful, son. She got you some water and she disrespect you in the background.
Sorry. I think it's funny he didn't get this.
What's all that fat you like?
We already know who you want.
Mind you, she gave you water, so thank you. Yeah, and then you want to say thank you. So once again, the question was, who would we want to be Universal Champion? All of those were really, damn, I wish Joe was on Raw. Fuck, because that would have been my choice. But oh, be quiet. But for those that are on Raw, honestly, I agree. You shut the fuck up. Ambrose would be a great choice. But I would watch your mouth. He's lazy. You want to talk about lazy? Okay.
Who you gonna say?
We're not gonna go there. I'm gonna actually co-sign with you and say Finn.
Ooh, they said something together. They got along.
I am once again.
2 weeks in a row, we get along.
I once again believe. I don't know. I believe that Finn is owed that. I do think that if Finn does not win the Royal Rumble, then they really are missing something with Finn. And I really do think Finn not even winning Money in the Bank, because that was always my choice, because I feel like he won't get a title shot on his own. And I think Money in the Bank would have gave it to him, but if he does not win Royal Rumble, then we're gonna have to go back to the drawing board on Finn Balor and all together. But that was the question. Thank you so much. Next.
Thanks, Nash.
Lord of mercy.
Classy cruiserweight.
All right, we got some awesome tag teams currently in WWE.
Yeah.
Cruiserweight. Shut up. We know he's under 205. Relax.
With all the tag teams that are currently in WWE, it seems that WWE is intent on just pushing singles guys together as a team. Do you guys prefer the mixed match of two single guys being put on a team and creating a team like the Leader of Worlds? Or are you more on the established team set like a Revival or a Heaven Machinery?
It's a good ass question,
Wait. You
Solid question. Solid question.
Yoga Lane.
Heard you. Well, I'll take the mic back, so I'll go back. I'll go first this time.
Go ahead, Queen.
I prefer. It's kind of twofold because you can put two single people together and it be magical. But personally, I would prefer those that came in as a tag team. So like, you know, even like the brothers or like the Usos is a really good choice. The Revival's a good choice.
Sorry.
I would prefer an old school tag team that came in together. I mean, because if you do the singles, Hardys, Edge and Christian. If you go in singles, you're gonna end up like Marty fucking Jannetty. Period. So someone's going to screw you, and so like I'm waiting for Cesaro or Sheamus, one of them to turn on each other at this point because that is a dead silent issue. But I would prefer the traditional tag team.
I prefer the traditional tag teams as well because I love stables, I love groups, and traditional tag teams really help build the tag team division. Like the Attitude Era established tag teams, like we're talking about Jeff Hardy, the Hardy Boys versus the Dudleys versus Edge and Christian, tables and ladders, chairs matches. Those were great feuds because you can keep using them over and over, plug them in different places, do a bunch of shit. Like even when stables were cool, the tag team that they used from the Right to Censor, Nation of Domination tag team matches. Like we want to establish tag teams because it establishes chemistry that you can use on the long term. And you can build storylines, what we talked about before, long-term storylines. Like what's going on SmackDown, like I talked about before, it's amazing. Established tag teams doing great things. And New Day is a great example of that. The Usos is another great example of that. Established tag teams work because you love them and they sell.
Yeah. All right. Last.
Yeah, I like how I finished on that. Come on.
Even though that I love me some traditional tag team wrestling with people that came in together, I always like the fact that combining two unlikely people together because it allowed people to have a long career in the ring. So it taking less bumps, able to iron sharpen.
This nigga's over here like Mother Teresa.
So if you lack it in one area, probably a tag team party that you got done up with could teach you mic skills. The other guy could teach you how to work better in the ring. So from my standpoint, I kind of like matching up two unlikely people because a lot of times you get good combinations. Team Hell No, The Bar, the New Age Outlaws, Rock and Sock Connection, Kane and Mankind, Kane and X-Pac, RVD and Kane, like the list goes on. Dang, Kane was a mad tag team, man. Jeez.
Kane and Hurricane.
Yeah, Kane, right. But it just shows you that how that tag team wrestling compared to unlikely people is always great.
That was terrible.
Because it's great.
Kane and Undertaker?
Yeah.
No, Undertaker.
About this. Oof.
Yeah, but nevertheless though, I enjoy putting two random people together to see what magic can happen. Like the most great example is The Miz and John Morrison. John Morrison was more of an established wrestler during that time. The Miz was kind of still finding his footing, and now look at them two. Like he's this man is in movies. Both of them in movies. Both of them held multiple titles. So either way, match up two unlikely people together. You can make magic.
All right.
Actually, Morrison is in the...
Next question.
And Luch on the ground.
He's an impact.
All right.
No.
Roger, what's your question?
He came in with Eminem.
Oh, right.
Hey, question.
Okay, so guys, I just want to know what the table feels about Alexa Bliss because I feel like Alexa Bliss is the future, and I even created a hashtag, a decade of bliss. If you see that hashtag in the future, that was mine. That was my creation, my soul creation. So I feel like we'll definitely be seeing her for at least the next 7 to 8 years. I mean, how's the table feel about that? Thank you so much.
Fucking soundboard. I do like Alexa Bliss. I think Triple H has bestowed upon her that role in either A, putting other females in the division over, and I think I didn't get the hey, I'm fucking talking.
Shut up!
Fucking talking. I think that seeing her win at Money in the Bank and her cashing in was just the move to help put Ember Moon over. And I think
Ember Moon?
Yeah.
Now our Lord and Savior Ronda Rousey.
That's what she's really gonna do. She's gonna job to her.
I agree with you. I agree. I agree.
Ember Moon?
Yeah.
What?
No, but I'm saying
Ember Moon?
I said what the fuck I said. Are you kidding me?
I want her to.
Whose show is this? Am I on your show or are you on mine? All right. I said what I said. He asked the people at the table, are you at the head of the table? No. And you know what? This promo is being fucking recorded, so there you go. There you go. But to go back to the question, I think Bliss is here to stay. Thank you. It's a true hill thing. True hill for me. I do think that is a dangerous thing to play with. Alexa's here to stay. I'll just leave it at that. This is not your average thing.
I mean, don't be wrong. I love Alexa Bliss, but I feel like they should not build a whole division around her. Because there's many more talented females that deserve the spotlight.
And she's by far the most entertaining.
No. I'm not saying she's a bad wrestler at all, but I don't want a whole another era John Cena where no one else could come up underneath him. I don't need that era with the women's division right now.
No, but no one else is as entertaining. Nobody else in the women's division.
Let me ask you a question. Asuka is not entertaining?
No, not as much as Alexa Bliss.
Yes.
Alexa Bliss can cut a promo in English. That's the difference.
But all I'm saying is this though. We all know what happened. We all know what happened in the era of John Cena. Nobody really recovered from that era until now, such as Dolph and the Miz. This is now recovering from that era. I don't need another person dominating the division where every time that you know that the person's going to lose. You know that person will get beat up at the very end, they come out top. That's whack booking. I don't mind her being one of the pillars of that division. I don't mind that. I like the come-up story. I like the fact that she redefined herself to make herself a better wrestler overall. I like that story. I love the comeback. I love the hustle of her. But she should not be the center point of that division. Hold on.
She will be.
Hold on. Y'all sound real bitter right now. Okay. Hold on. I like blondes. Blondes have more fun. Trust me. Oh, don't tell my. Is this recording?
Yeah, definitely.
Anyways, but besides that, first things first. Alexa Bliss is the most complete woman on that roster. And hold on. Don't drink all of that shit. Come on, relax.
But that's crazy though. Hold on. Said with Charlotte. Make your mind up, B.
No, they're both the most complete people on the roster. But I think I give Alexa Bliss. I'll give Alexa Bliss a little bit more because she's better on the mic. And you guys just don't like people winning.
Nah.
People don't like people winning consistently.
I don't like cute chicks winning.
People don't like people winning consistently. That's what's wrong with the wrestling universe. Y'all don't like people winning consistently. All right. You talk about she's not putting people over. She put Nia over.
She definitely did.
She helped bring Mickie James back from death.
She did?
Yeah.
She definitely did.
So let's talk about it. Because Alexa Bliss is one of the most complete people in this new generation. Talk on the mic, great on the ring, and she's bad in the ring. She's bad in the ring. No, you bugging, B. You bugging, B. She's not bad.
She's not great.
I'm not saying she's the greatest.
She's not great.
She's great for me. I'm not saying she's the greatest. Hold on, Asuka's better than her in the ring, right? Yes or no? Yes or no, right? But who's better on the mic? Okay, so I need more of a package. I need packages. Asuka can't speak English. Asuka speaks no English. Asuka can't speak no English. She tried. Asuka can't speak English. Nia, I love Nia, but she sounds horrible on the mic.
Terrible.
Alicia Fox
Quality on the mic. Not bad. Wrestling wise, Alexa Bliss is better.
But how often?
Naomi. Let's talk about Naomi. Super athletic. Trash on the mic. Sasha.
She's a package.
She's a package, but
She's better heel.
She's better heel. She can't do both. She can't do both. Bailey, quality on the ring. Trash on the mic. And I hate that crooked ponytail. I fucking hate that crooked ponytail.
Make it want to cut that shit off.
Cut that shit off. Anybody else y'all want to mention?
No, we got more.
Okay, next question.
Yo, Bob Backlund.
Thank you for your. Yo, I got a funny ass story about Bob Backlund though. I got a funny story about Bobby. Bobby trying to bag on the low. I got a funny story about that.
Alright, so I've been seeing a lot of independent wrestlers signing with WWE, but when they come to WWE, it seems like they get a slow start. Why is that? That normally they have a hefty resume all around the world, especially in the independent scene.
You know who I wanted to answer this one? The independent wrestler that's in the crowd right now. Marcus Marquis, can you come up and talk about this?
It's my guy. It's my guy. It's my guy.
So the question, do you remember the question?
The question is, if I'm not mistaken, why would indie wrestlers want to go to the E?
No, why indie wrestlers are getting such a slow start in WWE? Normally they have
because they're not WWE grown. Duh. But all right. Question is, I mean, it's the truth. Like, think about it. When WCW got invaded, I know I'm gonna let him talk. When WCW got invaded, did any of those WCW guys ever get like the real legit push, or was it slow?
Well, that was because Vince was petty. Vince was petty.
But that's the point.
That's not indie.
That's not indie.
But that's the point. If it's not WWE grown,
no, but Vince just
fuck with
didn't like him. Exactly. That was just being petty. That's a different conversation.
But I'm gonna let one of the best indie wrestlers in New York City right now speak. Go ahead.
Alright, to answer your question, it's the thing about indie wrestling that a lot of people don't see and they don't get. It's a transition from indies to WWE, right? So with indies, they have this thing that they do where it's like they call it the indie habit, right? So a lot of indie wrestlers can't break that indie habit. You have to go from working in an intimate crowd to working in a global crowd. It's a different change. A lot of times they need time to move up to do that, so that's why they go to NXT. AJ Styles is very different because his path was totally different. He worked the Indies, TNA, then went to New Japan. That way he had the whole thing, and then he came over and just blown up. So with indie wrestlers, one thing that they do is they do the whole. They work small. They work for you. Work for the guys in the front row and stuff like that. Those indie wrestlers that go to WWE who are really good with a hefty resume, they have to break out of that. So depending on how long it takes you to break out of that determines how you do in WWE. A lot of times, sometimes their promo skills aren't good. You don't see their promos, you see them in the ring. They can be great in the ring and their promos will be dog shit. So they gotta work on the promos. So that's why it takes time for them to gel and develop in the machine that's WWE. And there's a lot of things that go with it. The social media has to play with it. It's a lot of small factors that you don't see that you think like, why is it taking so long? Why is it taking so long? One more person, Leo Rush. Yes. Leo Rush has now, like, he's gonna be great, but he had to take time to be social media savvy. His in-ring ability is great. Now it's time for his promos to get great, everything like that, and then you're gonna see him flourish. That's why.
Thank you for answering the question, brother.
Great answer. All right, we're gonna take one more question and then we're gonna wrap things up.
This be real quick.
Who had a question?
Why Braun Strowman needs Money in the Bank? Why does Braun Strowman need Money in the Bank?
So, Mike dropped the shit out of that.
Don't make no sense to me.
Question is,
he walked off angry.
Why does Braun Strowman have the Money in the Bank briefcase?
You have to build them up. This is old school booking at its finest. If you guys remember many years ago, that's how they built up Kane. That's how they built up Undertaker. That's how they built up Big Show. We need giants back in WWE. We have to build them up as unstoppable forces, so when they start losing matches, they still have that fear, like, oh shoot, even though that he lost the other match, he still is Braun Strowman. At the end of the day, if you still put a Kane in the match, people still excited to see Kane, like, oh shoot, it won't be an easy match because it's Kane. Even with Undertaker age, because they build up his resume so high up, he still had prestige behind it, even with his bad wrestling. Big Show, we all got tired of Big Show at one point though, but you know that it was a foe that Braun Strowman had to fight. Mike Henry, Big Daddy V, all these big monsters got booked very hard to look unstoppable. There's like to reiterate everything I said is, we don't have no more monsters left in the business. So this is why Braun Strowman's getting the push that he's needed, and it makes a lot of sense for him to get it. Because this is a new generation, this is a new era of wrestling. This is not the Undertaker, this is not our era of wrestling, this is something else. So, you gotta restart on a lot of characters and we'll bring back up new people to get those Giants back, to get those to get those Hogans, to get those Rock, to get those different personalities again. Because wrestling, it's basically the same thing all over again but different packaging. The reason why is because of Brock.
Bullshit.
Let's just keep it a buck. Brock has the title.
That ain't bullshit. We lost.
And they ain't gonna take it off him. Yeah. So basically, like, yo, we have Braun, the next biggest monster, and we can't give him a title, so we're gonna give him the fucking Money in the Bank. That's basically what it is, because he has the title, so we're gonna give him all these other accolades to make up for the fact that Brock has the title. So shout out to Larry's guy, Brock, for being selfish and never coming out the house.
Alright, so we're going to wrap up. We want to once again thank every single person. You better always wrap it the fuck up. We want to thank everyone that is literally standing around us. Once again, you guys are the reason why we do what we do every single week. Once again, 25 weeks in, we want to do another 25. Once again, a few housekeeping things. Extreme Rules is in 2 weeks. The viewing party will be at Legends, so Wilkins will be there, so you can support that. Maybe in a single, who knows. Once again, we are introducing our Jobber Slam party, which is going to be at Legends Friday, August the 17th. It is going to be a party with... Did you not know your lesson from New Orleans?
Do it again. Yeah. Pop that pussy!
See what you do?
Yes! Hold on.
See what you do? You didn't learn from New Orleans. That's what happened.
She's lucky I'm into that shit. Pop that pussy on the handstand.
You're Wilkins.
I'm ready!
The main event. True Hills versus Jobber Tears.
I'm ready. He's not ready. I was born ready. I had to change my name to SB.
You know what's crazy? Every time I hear born ready, I think it's Vicious Buddies.
You're a commentator. Go sit in your couch.
What's his beef is my beef.
All right, Mr. Black,
baby.
All right, Mr. Black, baby. Go grow your floor.
Yeah, this is his real brother, so it's
baby.
Alright.
Sometimes, baby.
Black Ronaldo. I am
You think I'm ever gonna play that fucking shit the fuck up? Alright, we're going to let's get signed up. Let's go.
Back that ass up!
Wait, but is this the instrumental? That is mad funny. That should be actually the outro to every episode from now on. That is the official Jobber Slam theme song for the 99 of the 2000s. As I said, please join us as we party into SummerSlam weekend. NXT TakeOver in Brooklyn, SummerSlam and then Raw SmackDown, respectively, at Barclays Center. Last words, guys. Thank you once again. No, for real, guys. Like, we all, laugh and joke, but like what we do not do without you guys and your support and your love. And there is no, I and team, and you guys are a part of our team. You guys are a part of our family, and from us to you guys, thank you guys so much. me not to get emotional, but you know how I get. Are you sure? Okay.
Come on, Daly. Come on, Mr. Black.
You got a minute, because then I got to close out. What?
You got one.
You got it, bro.
No,
You on deck.
You got the mic.
Yeah, real quick though, yo, everyone appreciate you coming out today though. You have to understand though, this was all literally a dream that we had, and we made it possible. Thank you for each and every one of y'all for all the views, all just tuning in on live for you every Wednesday, the comments, all the mention. Yo, y'all guys are the real MVP of this show though, and yo, clap it up for y'all though. And like, yo, to be really honest with y'all though, yo, thank you for all the birthday wishes. But I'm like, it's really brief how I put this podcast into me. Like, yo, this podcast really helped me fight my depression. And thank you to all of y'all being consistent. Thank you for everything y'all done for me. You know, I lost weight, everything like that though. And yes, my dick did get bigger too though. This out of third. So yes, I'm a nasty nigga.
Wait, so you had a little dick before? Was it dick little before?
Alright guys, thank you for coming out. Thank you so much. And Janelle, to make sure to sign us off.
Yes, so once again, thank you guys so much. If you have not already bought a t-shirt, our t-shirts on ProWrestlingTees.com/the Podcast. This week until July 6th, there is a promo, America, that you can use, and it's 20% off of all of your purchase. Once again, Extreme Rules is coming in 2 weeks. If you haven't already, follow us on YouTube, Instagram, all that jazz. Please do. Please tell a friend to tell a friend. We are signing off from Luv Story. Hashtag Black Excellence, hashtag we're out.
All right, yo, Black Excellence.
It's the Jobber Tears Podcast.